Hello, everybody. It is Matt and it is Maniac Monday, and I am back at you with yet another review. Before I roll on to any of that, I want to wish each and every one of you a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that lovely stuff, because life really is too short as is. Do me a really huge favor and like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing your beautiful faces when I am here. I know it's an awful lot, but I have an awful lot on my plate to review. And one last little tidbit of information, check out the description box. I give you a little bit bigger bite of every single movie of every single day. I give you your brief synopsis, your starring cast, your director, your runtime of the cut I am watching, along with a link for where you can purchase this bad boy from Scum Video, and a link for where, if you decide, you can help support the channel and toss me a couple of bucks my way and help support Matt's Movie Mania. So with all that said in mind and all that out of the way, let's roll on to the film of the day. Today's is a doozy. It is a winner, though. It is one that will stick with you until the end of time. It is by far the best Jack Mulvanerty. I am sorry if I mispronounce your last name, Jack. It is the best film that I've seen from Jack's filmography thus far. I've seen Split. I've seen a couple of others, but I can't remember the names off the top of my head right now. But this is by far a home run out of the park. I normally am not really into this sort of film as much, but this one really struck home, and it really was done very well. It is an extremely beautiful piece of artwork. I think that Jack did a fantastic job with this one. It is known as Dolls Are Meant to Be Trash. It is a 2023 release. It is coming out from Scum Video. It will be their second release that they have released, or that they will be releasing here in the very near future. They're doing pre-orders right now, as far as I believe. But it is well worth your while. What exactly is it about? Well, like most of Jack's films, there is no real giant story arc or anything to do with a great plot development or anything of that nature. It is a lot of shock and awe. Just let's see what we can throw at you and see how disturbed we can make our viewer feel after watching his film. And it works very well. It is 100% successful on that end of the aspect. It starts out with a girl who is laying naked in a room, a white room with plastic underneath everything, if you notice. But it is a white room, and she has a razor blade, and she begins to start slicing her leg. And these are real cuts, folks. These are not, this is real gore. These are not staged effects. So she starts to do the tedious job of collecting the blood and putting it into a little cup. And in turn, she eventually dumps the cup all over the floor. And then you have a full-on penetration sex scene with choking. It is very steamy, and it's a nice addition to the piece of art that we're watching. It definitely speaks a lot about our girl, played by Emily E., and our other characters, played by Jack. As usual, he plays the male role in his films. She then begins to self-regurgitate a lot of red fluid, and then she starts to play around in the fluid and rub it all over her body. By far the most repulsive part of the whole movie. I actually was even kind of like, whoa, that's a little much, but it still was not enough to turn the stomach of your dear viewer. It takes a lot to turn me off on that aspect, so I powered through it. It gets very gnarly afterwards. She then produces yet another razor blade, and she starts to make incisions across her breasts, and not just little, just a few, not just a few, but a lot. And then she does the tedious job yet again, of collecting blood. This time it is a lot more. All the while, she is also spitting on herself to collect more blood through this method. Now, this movie only runs at 39 minutes. It's not a long movie like most of Jack's films. They are all within a very good reason of time. So you don't feel like things are lingered on for too long. It is done very well through from beginning to end. There is zero dialogue in this, so it doesn't get any points on the dialogue scale. Onto audio, the audio is fine. I mean, since there's no dialogue, you really have no worries of audio as well, so there is no score on that aspect. But onto editing, this thing is edited very smooth and very crisp and very clean. It feels almost seamless. That's how good of a job that they did on editing this piece together. It is done in a very, very interesting style. It is very on par with Jack's other work. So if you're familiar with Jack's work, you will know what you're getting yourself into. You will be getting into self harm. You will be getting into some blood tasting, some sex, nudity, full nudity, full on masturbation from the girl herself. You get all kinds of things going on in his films, and they are done very, very, very well. Now, on to my final score of the 1 through 5 that I like to rank my films with. This thing is so good, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. It is by far, like I said, my favorite Jack Mulvanerty film that I have seen to date. I am curious to see some of his other work that I have not seen yet. Scarlet Princess, I believe, is one of them that I believe he's got coming. That looks really interesting, not only in title sake, but all of his stuff is interesting on its own merit. So if you are looking for something very dark, very brutal, very extreme, this is your movie. So definitely check out Dolls Are Meant to Be Trash from Scum Video and Jack Mulvanerty. I highly recommend it. I give it 2 severed thumbs way the fuck up. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow or maybe the next day with yet another review. Still working on trying to get internet here at the new house, so uploads are going very, very slow. So stay tuned and be very patient with me. All right, guys, love your faces, and as always, peace.